This is Damon Stevens, Federal Builders. Today is Thursday, April 28th, 2022, the stock market update for trades of the day. And what a rocket ride it was. We talked about last night in video last night that it was really important that the bulls come into play. Otherwise, we could, definitely fall into a bear market and see lower lows. And that's exactly what happened. So now the question is this a dead cat account bounce where you kind of bounce up, and then all of a sudden we crash again and you come back down to lower lows? It's possible. Tomorrow will definitely play out here. And also, as we reach end of month, it's important to see, how the market wants to show the month end on a positive note or a negative note. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. Just be careful out there if you're trading. A lot of volatility out there. Lots of earnings still coming out, which play the market and definitely can get us swinging in both directions. So just be careful out there with your trades. Make sure we know which way the market's going before you trade on the bulls or bears. And on the monthly charts, we're definitely still holding on to that bearish momentum, but on the daily charts, we're definitely headed in a bear market. So a little bit of a difference there. So just, something to pay attention to, but definitely was a great trading day. So let's get right into it and take a look. And again, we're not financial advisors. The information we're bringing to you is for information purposes only, and hopefully to help you find opportunities for trades if you're looking for them, and also be part of our community. So looking at the market here, you can see Dow Jones closed up an amazing 1.85%, NASDAQ up 3.06%, which is just a huge rocket ride, and S&P 500 up 2.47%. So just amazing day. And so that rescue operation did happen, at least for one day. We need about 2 or 3 days of higher highs if we want to turn this into back around and get back bullish again. Otherwise, this could be just a short-term bounce, and we could go back to lower lows. Again, the heat map here, you can see our tech stocks, just tons of money flowing back in. So it was just getting gobbled up, and even energy was high today. It was doing great. And we may talk about that a little bit, just because I see a huge potential there. Can it last? That's the challenge, is to know if it's going to last or not, but definitely huge opportunities. It was interesting. Tesla was still down though, just slightly. And then if you look at our scanner here, you can see that there wasn't anything that really had hit, but we did have one. There was a carryover, and this is VIVK. And you see here the low was $170.76, high of $4.50, a pullback to $3.19, back up to $3.86. And then we got this pull down here to $2.94, and that was today. And then we rallied back up at the end to $3.40. So not a big run for today. Big run yesterday, not as much of a run today. But we're going to watch this one just to see if it closes out the week and gives us another bump up here, close at least to that $4.50 high. Looking at our earnings today. So today, big ones: Amazon, Roku, Intel, Robinhood. A lot of these pulling us down. It was interesting because when Apple reported, we had this big, huge rocket right up. Markets were all climbing up. SPY was climbing up, and then it had a pullback after hours. So we'll see where tomorrow opens up. It's going to be very interesting. On Friday, we have oil, a lot of oils here. Exxon, Chevron. So be definitely watching those. Those are definitely opportunities, at least for a minimum to scalp. But just be careful trading earnings. Got Phillips 66 down here as well. Just because there's been volatility, and sometimes earnings are been good and it goes down. Sometimes the earnings have been bad and it goes up. So just be careful if you're trading those after hours. And for me, I try not to gamble and just pick a side. I actually look at what it is following the earnings, and then once they make the announcement, I'm ready to just execute just a small share size, just to catch the moves either up on the downside, depending if it was positive or negative. And if you do catch it and you're doing small sizes, you typically have a chance to get out. Or if it swings a large in one direction or the other, then you can start to leverage, the momentum in the direction that it ends up going. So just be careful out there. Some of this we covered in our training as well. So definitely refer to that training if you're looking for more help on how to trade the earnings. So let's move on. We got a lot to cover. So Facebook, I put this on an 8-hour chart instead of a daily, just so you can see the after hours. And you can see here that we come up and we continue to tag this upper trend line. And so, do we get a pullback here? It's hard to say, but it's possible because we keep kind of hugging that. So if we can break out, hopefully tomorrow or next week and head up towards 219, then maybe we can break out of this downward trend. If not, this could fail and come back here and retest the lows here around 175. QCOM, you can see here, this is definitely it looks like a trend reversal typically. Looks like it's more on the bullish side to move up. And then you got this one where we went up and we tagged and got above the trend line and the 100 moving average, and then actually created a reversal trend candle. So does that mean we come down, or are we going to kind of sit here flat? That's hard to say. But we have broken out. We are closed still though today inside this wedge. So let's look for either a breakout above this 150 area or below 144 for downward short. Apple, boy, on this earnings, this big huge swing towards the 170 area and clear down to the bottom of our trend line 154. So huge swing. And then we just kind of end up right now where we're just kind of flat with yesterday. So we'll see what that brings. That means, look for volatility tomorrow. Definitely going to watch Apple in the pre-market, and after, as the market opens up to see, what direction Apple decides to go. But, obviously, as we saw swings in both directions, just be careful out there you don't get chopped out, because it could do the same thing tomorrow during normal hours. And Amazon, same thing, big, huge swings above the 20 moving average, almost clear down to our trend line here. So big, huge, if you get these $100 or plus moves, it's just incredible. So just be careful out there. You see that we closed actually right now around this 2620 area, so 2670 area. So we're right kind of below where we had been trending down. So do we come down here and tag this tomorrow and bounce off? It's possible. If we do, that could be a good long trade. If we just kind of kick off and we get, above this 2676 area, maybe we can trace up this candle. Might have resistance along the way, but hopefully trace up this candle back towards that 20 moving average. BABA kind of curling down here. We didn't quite get down to a double bottom before curling back up, but we're below the 20s. So kind of an area of, we could come down here and find support maybe down here around 83. We really need to break above this 95 area to run. Netflix kind of grinding down here, but it did take a little bit of a bounce today, got above that last candle. So that's more bullish momentum. We need to really get above 200 and start to rally back up towards this 250. And if we can do that, then we can start to fill this gap. So here's another chart. This is a monthly chart of Netflix. And you can see here, we did come down, tag the 200. We talked about this in our videos, that this would most likely be a possible candidate for it to come down and find support and hopefully bounce. And that's exactly what it did today. So we'll see if we get the bounce tomorrow as we close out this week. Nvidia, you can see Nvidia highly extended down, way oversold, got a little bit of a bounce to the top of this candle. We'll see if it can break out and get above 208 and rally up here and run, or if it's going to break back down and possibly put in a new lower low. Tesla broke clear down here, but below the 200. Tried to rally back up here, did not make it, just hit the bottom of this huge breakdown candle. So we'll see if we can climb this candle. If we can't, we may come down here and retest these lows down here around 750. Oxy, trying to run back up here, trying to get above that 20, so looking more bullish, but still in this little consolidation area here. So just be careful trading Oxy. BAC, Bank of America. So it tried to rally back up here. So we're still consolidating here in this little channel. So we're kind of locked in here. So we'll see, as long as we stay in this little channel here, we're not going far. So just got to wait for a breakdown or break up. Definitely continue subscribing to our channel if you haven't already. And definitely like our videos if they're helpful to you. And just continue to participate, and hopefully you can learn together. Hopefully we can trade together. We do have a free Discord out there and a free training out there. So definitely take advantage of those, and hopefully that'll help you in your trading. Looking at 10-year yield, just flat. Not much to cover there. Dollar, it was elevated, pulling back a little bit here, still at the highs here around 103. The VIX kind of pulled back here. You can see a lot of volatility here as it moved, kind of swung both sides and ended up flat right below this candle low here. So we'll see if we can, what direction we go. If we head up, we'll look for down day tomorrow. If we can pull back down, head back, stay below these 30 level, which is funny that we just are like 29.98. So if we stay below 30, that's helpful for us to hopefully rally back up here. SPY, big tail candle, typically shows signs of reversal. We hit a resistance line here at that 428-ish level. That definitely was resistance. That's the top of this candle. It's the bottom of this candle here. As you can see, if we go back here, where it's been support quite a bit in the past. So if we break out above 428, we can probably rally up. If it's a failure, then we'll probably come down here, 423, and then 416, and then down here we could possibly go down that lower low. Triple Qs, same thing, hit the resistance at the top of this candle, 328. Looking for a breakout above that to head towards the 2337. Otherwise, if we fail, we'll come back here and just consolidate here in this little channel here with a bottom of 316. Semiconductors, trying to head up to that 20. So nice bullish momentum here going up. So we'll see if we can get above that 20. Looking for a continuation play up to 249. If not, we might break down back to this 237 area. IWM. So this is the Russell 2000. See here, big tail candle, nice reversal. Looking for a breakout above 192. If not, we could possibly fail and come back down here and make lower lows. As we did today, we did actually make a lower low temporarily. Looking at XLE for the energy sector, got above the 20. So this rally up here, nice little tail candle, nice bullish momentum. We're above the 20, above all the moving averages now. So let's see if we can rally up here to 79. If break up 79, then we'll head up towards 81. If we break back down below the 50, then we'll head back towards that 100, which is around $69. Healthcare, rally up, we're sitting right on the 100 moving average. So as long as we can get above 133, we can rally up towards the 50. If we break 133 to the lowest downside, then we have a downward momentum back, possibly as low as 130. Gold, trying to rally up here as we speak. It's above that support line at the 100. Rallying up towards the 50, so we got to break above 1921 if we want to continue the rally up towards the 20 moving average and a more bullish momentum. If not, we should have support at 1892. Below that, we would come down to the 200. Bitcoin sitting here nice and flat, as it's trying to get above this 40,000 area. If it doesn't make that, we might have a downward weekend, maybe down towards 38, maybe 37,000. If we can get back above 40, then hopefully this weekend we can rally up to at least 42, maybe higher, 43. So we'll see what we can do. So it'll be an interesting weekend to see how Bitcoin does. Ethereum struggling as well, kind of, down there at the bottom, below all the moving averages. So really got, a big push here to try to get back up to 3,000. ApeCoin. So we hit that high, $28, new high, pull back here, retracing a little bit, down to 21, about halfway down that candle. it's possible that we could retrace back down here to support 1770 and break out again, or we can actually, find support here at the retracement, and maybe that's the check-in to move to new highs again. So that's our cryptos, our small caps, large caps, and stocks we're looking at trading tomorrow. So going into Friday, we have options expiring tomorrow, so just be careful there. And we also have earnings around gas and oil. So if they're bad earnings tomorrow, that means energy money could be flown out, and maybe that flows into tech and healthcare and some other areas. If they're good earnings, we could possibly see a little bit of money flow back out of the tech stocks and back into oil. So something to watch for as these earnings reports come out. Play safe out there. Have a great weekend. We'll talk again on Sunday night as we prepare you for the new week. And everybody have a great trading day tomorrow.